I was always that girl that was like, I will never get in a long distance relationship. Like, that's not for me. Hey guys, what's up? It's Goldie. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, welcome. Thank you so much for clicking on this video, and I hope that you find what you're looking for. Maybe you are in a long distance relationship, maybe you're thinking about being in a long distance relationship, or maybe you have been in a long distance relationship, or maybe you're in a relationship and you're near your boyfriend or girlfriend and you might be having to go separate ways in the future. I don't know. I'm currently in a long distance relationship, so I know what you're going through or what you're potentially going to be going through. Definitely not easy. So let's talk about making a long distance relationship work, how to really decipher if it is gonna work out for you or not, stuff like that. Just some background. My boyfriend John lives in California and I live in Texas. We live about 1,200 miles away from each other, so it's definitely not easy. We have to really make an effort to see each other as often as possible. The first thing I would recommend is make plans to see each other on a regular basis. Like, this could vary from couple to couple, but for us, we try to do at least once a month. So either he comes or I go. Right now it's easier for me to travel out to California because of job circumstances and stuff. I have the ability to go more often, but he's actually gonna come visit at the end of this month, so I'm super excited for that. But whatever your situation may be, you really have to, if you're gonna go into this long distance relationship or if you're already in it, you have to really make an effort to fly out there, to have that person fly to you, to really make it a priority in your lives, to schedule out the time to make trips back and forth. It's not always easy living out of a suitcase, but it's definitely worth it. It helps nourish your relationship and you're not so sad all the time. Okay, my second thing is communication and trust, and those just go hand in hand, and you probably could have guessed those, but communication is so important, and I think that by nature in a long distance relationship your communication will become stellar. So texting every day, FaceTime every day, or Skype, or whatever is available to you, that is extremely important. You don't want to go to an extreme and like text every single minute of every single day to where it's like too much or overwhelming. Do what works for you, what works for your schedules, your time difference, but definitely do not go a day without talking to each other, talking everything out. And the beautiful thing about long distance relationship is that it preps you for success as far as communication skills. Make it a point to talk about your guys' day, like ask open-ended questions. You really need to get to know your significant other virtually because you're super far apart. So with that comes trust. You have to trust that this person is only talking to you. Of course, you'll know by the nature of your relationship, like if you guys are exclusive, if you guys are like seeing other people, like if that's the case, you need to clarify, you need to know exactly what's going on. Do we see a future with each other? Stuff like that. You definitely have to trust that person, and you have to prove to them that you're trustworthy as well. You have to like respect your communication times, like if it's at night, if it's in the morning. Definitely be honest always and show them that they really matter to you. So number 3, it is so important, I cannot stress this enough, to talk about what your future goal is with each other. In my opinion, if the end goal is not marriage, then you're wasting your time. You can invest all this time in that person and it's like wishy-washy, or you never talk about marriage, or you kind of put it off, brush it to the side, then you're either gonna end up breaking up or you're gonna be in a relationship that you don't really want to be in. You're just comfortable in it. So it's definitely important in this situation as a long distance relationship. You guys have to set a goal for each other, whether it be marriage, whether it be, you know, getting engaged, whether it be moving, whatever. I also totally get that life happens and it doesn't work out perfectly for everybody in a year or 2 years. I'm just suggesting that you're realistic with yourself and with your significant other. Like, are you guys gonna end up breaking up, or will you guys end up married? And I know it's not like a cookie cutter for all, but I can definitely attest to the fact that there comes a point in every person's life where they're ready to settle down, where they're ready to marry someone, and if you're nowhere near there, that's what I'm talking about. Like, don't even bother doing long distance or anything like that because you're just not ready, and you know, you may or may not end up married. That's what I'm trying to say, but too many things can change if you wait too long. For John and I, it's definitely our end goal is marriage, and we're super committed, it's a serious relationship, so that's our end goal and that's how I will eventually move to California. So having marriage as your ultimate goal is really amazing because it's just like the ultimate goal. Like, who doesn't want to wake up next to their best friend every day and go to bed next to your best friend? That's amazing. It pushes you through the really sad moments where you're missing this person and you're really down. Anything like truly worth it takes work, takes dedication, takes patience. You have to earn it. Number 4, for me it's important to take pictures and videos that capture the moment and how you're feeling in the moment, and videos do it even more so. So that's a little thing that I'm sure a lot of people in a long distance relationship do. For me, that's really effective. I love to go back at my vlogs. It gets me smiling so much and then it motivates me for the day and stuff like that when I'm feeling down. So number 5, this might seem like a negative thing, but it only gets harder. Saying goodbye gets harder and harder every single time. The more you get to know your significant other, the more time you spend with them, the more trips, the more memories that start accumulating, it hurts even more to say goodbye. So you really have to have that goal set and be on the same page and really motivate each other, push each other, make plans for the future together, because it gets so hard. If you're truly in love with somebody, when you have to say bye to them, it's like the worst thing ever. But that's what leads me to the last thing I want to say about long distance relationships. Even though it gets harder as time passes, the reward is coming. And also, don't forget to enjoy the present. Even though you're far apart from each other, like, make sure you're still living your life. Make sure you're not like neglecting your friends or your siblings or your parents or whoever is in your current situation. You definitely don't want to take any of that for granted. It's all a beautiful journey. Like, every love story is different. Don't get discouraged, and certainly don't neglect the people that love you around you now. Can't stress enough how important it is to be thankful for life, for health, for everything that you're able to do, even though you're missing your significant other. Life is not a guarantee. You really have to appreciate everybody around you, everything you do. I was always that girl that was like, I will never get in a long distance relationship. Like, that's not for me. But this long distance relationship has been the biggest blessing because it's taught me so much. It really has changed me for the better. I think long distance relationships shouldn't be, oh gosh, I would never do that. Because you never know. You never know what God's plan is for you. You just never know. So always keep an open mind and open heart. But definitely be realistic with where you are in your life, where they are in their life. This long distance relationship has drawn me closer to the Lord because I pray a lot more. You know, I read my Bible a lot more. Mainly because He's such a good example. He's a great Christian. But also when I'm sad, there's nothing either of us can do. Like, I'm able to pray and bring my sadness to the Lord and be like, hey, can you help me with this? I put our future in your hands. So it just allows you to connect with God on a different level and in a different setting. If you guys have any questions for me about this, please leave them in the comment section below. I would love to answer your questions to the best of my ability. If you like this video, please give it a huge thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe if you want, and I will see you guys next time. Thanks for watching again. Bye!
We've come so far, my dear. Look how